my stream. How do I get a link? I haven't done it on YouTube for a while. For a while. Where's my link? Where's my link? Anybody in here? Oh, here it is. Okay. Hey, what's up? Okay. I don't... Dishun 13? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, K... Is it... How do I say that? K Dishun 13? So, my stream health... Let's see. So, I'm on, like, a Wi-Fi thing. I don't know if it's going to be a very good stream. I'm just testing... if I need to plug in with like a cable or if I can use this Wi-Fi. And also on the side, I'll show you. Well, it's hard to show, but I'm coding. I can't show this part of the stream, but on my other computer that I have sitting here, I have two computers here. I'm writing code. Wait. Yeah, on this one. And Nekomon's over here. That's the simulator. I'm working on it right now. I got that blue thing behind me. That's kind of cool, I guess. Okay, cool. Well, I just thought I'd pop the stream on for a little while. Even though the quality's really bad right now, I just thought since I'm sitting here coding for a little bit, I would turn the stream on, and if anybody was wondering what I'm doing and all that stuff. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Joe? Yeah, I know who you are. You got mod, too. I'm just, I don't know, I've been coding for a couple hours. I just was starting to get bored, so I was like, maybe I'll turn the stream on for a little while. I'm not playing any games or anything, but I do have this blue thing behind me. What's up, guys? What's up, Tim? I'm Red. Oh, okay. Sorry. So, if you guys have any, like, questions about anything that I'm doing, as far as videos or Nekomon, you can let me know. You're on WoW too? That's cool. I feel so bad about Nekomon being this late, but I didn't have a lot of options. I just had all these trips coming up, and Ron quit, and I had to go back to the States and do all this stuff, and then I had a little trip, so... But I'm really close. I've been coding for the past few days, and I just recently finished this, like the Nekomon add-on shop and a couple like things for the different languages. So I got a little checklist here of things I have to finish. They're pretty like small things though. Like the app's pretty much done now. The first version. Keep in mind, first version. It might not be everything you hoped and dreamed for, but it'll be kind of cool. And then once it's finally out, then I can like start to release updates and additions a lot more quickly than the 10 months it took me to develop this. Neko Ball. I'm just gonna stream for a little while. I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to ask questions. I was just getting bored for a little while. So, obviously, it's just me here. Usually if I'm streaming, I'll be showing like my desktop or a game I'm playing, but so now I can't guarantee there'll be anything interesting going on. That's cool. I appreciate it. So, yeah, so let's see. I'll go on my checklist and just tell you guys. So, there's like, I didn't work on this for a while, but when you submit an app to iTunes and Android, you have to have a ton of like screenshot images and icons in like a bunch of different sizes, and there's a lot of images required. I think if I work like a full day, I can get most of the screenshots and icons made. I'm going to use, for the icon for the app's going to be that little Neko ball that Red was talking about. So it looks kind of like a Pokeball, but it has little cat ears. If you're curious what Nekomon means, maybe I'll just say it, since some of you might not know. Some of you might know the history of why the app's called Nekomon, and I can just tell you. Or, wait, if you already know, that's okay. You don't mind hearing it again. So, the reason the new app's going to be called Nekomon is this. So, originally, I run PokeEdit, and originally we had this PokeEdit 2.0 was what I was calling the release of the new website. So the new editor I also plan on making a new website, a new editor for everything in 6th gen. And so I had called it PokeEdit 3 because it's the 3rd iteration of everything. And so like the little emoticon with the cat face, not emoticon, the emoji, if you type in like a colon and then a 3, it looks like a little cat face. So I started calling it codename PokeEdit Neko instead of PokeEdit 3. I just thought that sounded cooler. And if you're wondering why the colon 3, the cat face, is Neko, Neko in Japanese means cat. So I started calling it PokeEdit Neko. Anyway, I'll answer questions too. I just want to finish my little story. So, okay, so a lot of stuff happened during the months that I was in development on this thing, and I had a business partner and another guy that worked on coding with me, and the guy that helped me with coding ended up leaving before I even started like working on the app for this project, and then now my business partner left, so I'm the only one left on the project. So since I had co-developed a lot of old stuff on PokeEdit with my other guy, I wanted to just start fresh and have a brand new project and everything that's just purely made by me, that I can change and update exactly how I want when I want to. So I still liked the Neko part, so I came up with the word Nekomon because it kind of has it was related to PokeEdit Neko, and it has like a Pokemon sound to it. So the new website's called Nekomon. It'll be at nekomon.io, and the app's called Nekomon, and it's still just like a Pokemon editing, hacking type stuff. I don't know what MKX is. You gotta tell me. Show us how the app works. Well, I guess I could maybe pop up something for you guys to look at real quick. Just give me a second. I have an old version of a simulation of it on my computer, so this might be a little outdated. I'm not sure, but I can try to show you something real quick. Well, the guy that coded with me, he was I guess you could call him, he was essentially an employee. It's kind of a sad story. I probably won't get into that right now. He kind of screwed me over, actually a lot, and I basically fired him. I mean, I'll probably get into that. I can get into that on another day, but obviously, Ron was my business partner, and he quit he just was kind of sick of doing Pokemon stuff, I guess. And he ended up getting a job offer, and he took it, so. What would be faster to gen Pokemon on the go? I think Nekomon will be good to gen Pokemon on the go. What's up, Noah? Yeah, so I'm gonna. I have to. Okay, I'm gonna do. Hopefully, this doesn't show anything weird. Okay. Yep, Ron, he went away. It's sad, but that's the way things go. Window capture. Neko. Let's see. Neko app. Select region. I'll show you guys a little thing. Alright. I hope this it's not gonna be that pretty maybe, but let's see how this works. Not much. Well, there's a lot going on, Noah, but it's just same old stuff. So, okay, maybe I should kind of move the camera. There's my Pikachu hat back there. I should be wearing that. I'll put Nekomon up in the corner. So this is like this is just a demo of it in a browser. So this is what it looks like on your phone. I can show you real quick what I just had like a deja vu, like I've done this stream before. Yeah, Cloud on Smash is freaking awesome. I'll tell you about this app. So, I have two things I want to say. Cloud on Smash is awesome. I'm probably a little bit older. Some of you guys I'm near the same age, but some of you guys I'm a little older, but I was gaming hard during the PlayStation 1 era, and I loved Final Fantasy 7, so, like, Cloud being in Smash is really amazing to me. And the fact that they're remaking FF7, that's, like, the classic Final Fantasy to me. Okay, so, where's that? I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so, I gotta turn this green screen thing off just a second. No green screen. I don't need green screen. Okay. So it looks like this on the phone, and I have it like in a simulator on the side over there. Hope you can see that a little bit. So what this is gonna do, this app, so when you open it, like I said, I started working on this like 10 months ago, so some of the stuff in here might seem outdated, and I could probably in further renditions of the app I might remove some of these tools. Like Pokedit QR is just in here as a free little added bonus, but most people can't use QR codes and like RAM to save, so I might end up replacing these with other tools and stuff, but they'll be in the first version. But the most important part is this creator section, and this is basically, it's similar to PK Hex, only there's one difference about, well, there's a lot of differences, but the goal of Nekomon was, especially with all the recent like people getting banned and stuff, I'm sure some of you have heard of it, but the goal of my editor is to like really help. I don't want to say hold your hand, because obviously you can do a lot of stuff. It's not like for too much of a newbie, but it's to make sure that the Pokemon you make are legal. So there's two modes. Its default mode is legal mode. You can set it into God mode, which then lets you kind of just do whatever you want, but I recommend just using legal mode, and then you can pick your Pokemon. You can sort it by region, or you can search for a Pokemon, like let's say I want Miss Magius or something. and then it's just like PK Hex, so you can change the language of the Pokemon. You can change level, ability, stats, just all the basic stuff. And now the way that some of this works is some parts of the Pokemon, are kind of important when it comes to legality purposes. So unless you have like a default PKM with like good legal info, you might get a couple things wrong with the Pokemon. So I have a database of Pokemon, and it's going to get bigger and bigger as the app's out longer. And it has data from real legal Pokemon. So when you make a Pokemon, it knows which one you're making and it applies data that's like legit to the level you selected. So you don't have to like edit stuff on the memo data. Now, if you want to in the app, like I said, there is an option called God Mode, and you can change it, and then you can actually select the met locations and dates and different things. But you don't need to if you just wanted to do it like automatically for you. Yeah, no, I still use RAM to save sometimes, but ever since Save Manager came out, I end up using that a lot more. So what happens is, so there's two ways. Okay, I don't know what I'm about to say. Here, I'll show you a couple things. So this, blah blah blah. You won't be able to do this on the app, but I can do it because I have mad hacks. Okay, so here's one cool thing about Nekomon that PK Hex doesn't do. It has the built-in strategy database. So, and this has all the builds from Smogon, and it lets you come in here and look at them. You can even read the strategy part, and then you can just directly apply that data to the Pokemon before you make it. Yeah, Tim, I can explain some of that in a minute. Just give me a minute. When you're finished with it, you have the actions options. Right now, there's 3 options, and as I progress, there's going to be more. So, obviously, generate QR for people with older firmware. You can click this. Oh, crap. Why is that not working? I don't know what's going on. This is a demo, so... I know what it is. Okay. Well, I can't show you, but you can generate a QR code. You can download the Pokemon. And so what happens when you generate... I think this is a cool part of this. So anytime you create a Pokemon in Nekomon, you can click this option called download the PK6. Now, I can't show you on this demo, but it's just going to pop up a little bubble, and it's going to give you a URL. It's going to say neko.co. It's n3ko.co, and then it's going to have this short little URL. And so the Pokemon you made is stored at that URL, and you can download it on your computer, on your phone, and you can get the PK6 file. So you could use it in PK Hex if you want. And if you want, it makes it really easy to share with people since it's stored at a URL. And Nekomon has the ability has a thing called Kits PC, and if you click Save to the PC, it stores in here. It's called Kits PC. So I just saved this Miss Magius, and you can view the details on it. And if you generate a URL for it, or you can even do it from here. It'll show the URL. So if you even forget it and you want to come back and check what it is, you can see it in here. Yeah, no, I know the strategy list is, it's not, I don't think it's super outdated. There might be some newer strategies, but I wrote some parsing scripts to get the data from Smogon, so once I launch it, I can add all the new builds from there. And also, if we have a community and there's some cool builds that Smogon doesn't have, I can add any builds that I want. So okay, so there's the two main methods for getting the Pokemon is the QR code and the download the PK6. This is in the first version. I'm going to be adding. I'll try to work with somebody, but I might end up doing it all on my own. I'm going to make basically a homebrew app. You know, like there's Save Manager and these other apps. So there'll be a Nekomon save app you can add to your homebrew, and all you'll have to do, the app, you'll be able to pick the box and slot number in the app, and all you'll have to do is give it that little code that it generates when you click download Pokemon, and then you'll be able to inject the Pokemon directly into your game without having to download the save or do anything. You'll be able to just give it that code. So even if someone gives you a code of a Pokemon they made, you know, you can use their code or anything. So every Pokemon will have this little code, and you can just inject them right into the game after you make them in the app. So now I'm going to go through and answer some questions. Okay, so Adrian asked, is there's going to be an Android version? Yes, there is. There's going to be an Android version. I'm focusing right now on the iOS, the Apple version, but most of the Android version shares the same code. So after I launch the Apple version, I think just a couple weeks later, there'll be an Android version. Yeah, and so I want to add that feature where you can inject the Pokemon through Homebrew, like once you've made it in the app. And maybe I'd like to also make an attachment or an add-on. I haven't decided how I'll do this, but it'd be cool to also make it compatible with PK Hex too, in case people, you know, don't want to use my app in particular. Yeah, the Homebrew app it's not as hard as you might think though, because there's this app called PC Edit or PC Hex, something like that, and somebody already developed a text-based editor to inject Pokemon into your game. It's pretty rudimentary, and I don't know how safe it is, but it's open source, and the guy said he's just releasing the source code and says if anyone wants to build off this. So if I use that guy's code, he says that it was just open for people to build stuff off of. Yeah, PC Hex. So, I mean, by using some of that code, that's gonna save me so much more time. And like Noah said, I actually don't have any experience coding I think the apps on the app are in C or something. I don't know. I have to double check, but I'll have to just figure it out because I want to do it really bad, and I think that'll make the app cooler if you can inject Pokemon. Yeah. So I have. Okay, Red asked, do you prefer cake or pie? You know what? This might sound kind of crazy, but I actually like pie better. Can you believe that? So yeah, once I write the code for this Homebrew app that connects to the Nekomon, I'll have like basically this base and set of code to use, and I'm gonna launch this. This is what I plan to do. It'd be nice if I can get some help, but I want to make something called pkm.io. It'll be a website. So if you guys remember PokeCheck, my plan is to build a database like that, and it'll work through Homebrew, and it'll read your save file, and it'll read all the Pokemon in your PC, and you can upload them directly to this website, and you'll be able to share them. You'll be able to run a legal check on them and get an analysis of the Pokemon. So this is kind of a little separate from Nekomon. That's why I'm going to do it on its own app and website. But I think once I have all these tools available to me, I'll be able to start pumping these apps out a little easier. What's up, Rick? Yeah, I really don't have... I'm going to be honest with you. I mostly deal with web languages. I've been... PHP and JavaScript are what I'm more familiar with, so it would be kind of a task for me to write in C, because I'd have to learn a lot of things, but I'm up for the challenge if I can make something cool. So, anyway, I guess I can just go over a couple more things with the app real quick before I quit streaming. I was just going to stream for a little bit and see, I've been writing code all day, and I was just so bored, I thought I'd just see if anyone wants to talk for a little bit. Okay, so the app has the creator, which obviously is the main tool. Another thing, I think maybe you can do this in PKHex now, but you can set the hidden power and stuff. The other things are, I think the other two cool things is the event database and Kit's PC. So Kit's PC is just a storage center in the app. So anything you make in the creator, or even Pokemon from the event database, you can store in here as your own. And then that way, if you ever need to like check the URL for them, or just look at some data, or you had a build you want to save, you can save it in here. And the event database, now right now, as you can see, there's not very many in here because it's not connected to my official database yet. But my plan is to have every single event Pokemon from 6th gen, 5th, 4th, and 3rd gen. So that's the plan. And the cool thing about this, when you create a Pokemon event, when you get an event Pokemon in Nekomon, you can do a thing called configure, and you can, like, normally when you send it, it's going to have like random IVs and no EVs, and a random nature. But if you want to, you can set it to something that you want, which you could do in PKHex, but this has like the base event Pokemon, and then you can kind of configure it a little bit before you download it or make a QR code. Yeah. Welcome back. So, anyway, and just like I said, I'm going to be adding, it'll probably have lots of other stuff added in. It has just a little Dexes area where you can come in if you want to look up move stuff, move data. And this is Nekomon's fully supported in 3 languages: English, Japanese, Spanish. And I'm trying to think. That's the gist of it for now. And you can build. I'll get into it more. I think I've said enough for now. But I'll answer Red's question, and then I'm going to be killing the stream for now. So I appreciate everyone for watching. I just wanted to hang out for a few and take a break from coding. But so Red asked when I first started going by Cake. Cake is my alias, like my handle. It's not my real name, but I started going by, I think I was about 9 or 10 when I started using the name Cake. The first game that I used it in was Breath of Fire 3 on PlayStation 1. It's one of my favorite RPGs ever. I highly recommend that game. So I appreciate everyone. You guys can see. Yeah, I'm on my sister's messaging me, so I'm gonna talk to my sis, I think, for a little bit. So anyway, good news is, remember guys, good news is I'm super duper close to launching this thing. It's gonna be on iOS and Android, and I'm sorry that it might seem a little bit outdated because it still has a lot of QR stuff in it, but don't worry, because as soon as it's done, I'm going to add stuff that integrates with Homebrew and any other stuff that I can work in to inject Pokemon into the game and make this app better. This is a work in progress. The first stage of it's going to come out probably in a couple weeks. And like once after I have a ton of stuff to say about it, but just come back to my future streams. I'm going to also start streaming on Twitch again pretty soon, especially once the app's done, because I'm going to have a lot more free time. And I don't know if you guys noticed, the room I'm in now, this is like my temporary headquarters. Once I sell all this stuff off, and I'm leaving in like 5 weeks to go back to Japan, so I'll have a ton of extra time to focus on Nekomon updates and streaming and everything. So like I feel like I'm gonna have a time to just do everything I wanted, because now I just do everything I don't want. I don't like taking pictures of stuff like this, for example. Like, maybe if you followed me on Twitter, you saw like I've been taking pictures of all the games I got around here. So, I mean, it's cool to see all the old Pokemon and game stuff, but you know, it's a lot of work too to list it and sell it and just do everything. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, for a little while. It was fun hanging out for a little bit. Nice little break for me for the evening. And I'll be streaming again soon. And yeah, I do have an Instagram too. I have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So I haven't used Instagram for a while, but I should. I should keep posting on there too. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. And next time I do a stream, I'll do another Q&A if anyone has questions about Nekomon. And real quick before I go, I'm going to change the theme of the app. This is my favorite theme. This is the citrus fruit theme. So there's a couple themes. I'll probably add more, but there's blue, citrus, different ones. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll see ya later, homies. My homie slicers, sayonara. Here's what I say. Here's the best two things to say. I say, bayonara, no, three things. Bayonara, sayonara, and ari sayonari, which is like saying, like the start of adios, but you just say ari, and then sayonari. Yeah, I can, oh, okay, I'll show Noah's favorite theme real quick. He likes the Dark Raider theme. It's got a red top and bottom with the black, yellow text. Dark Raider. I couldn't say Darth Vader, maybe. Hint, wink, wink. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.